Hey, it's me, your boy Blue Gantz again, and today I'll be talking about the new adding Lister cards coming out of Lightning Vortex. Also, I need to close this ad. Anyways, for the first of the not many, it's just 5 cards. Anyways, the first of the 5 cards we have When I Met You, and obviously puns. Reveal one Cyberse monster with 2300 attack in your hand or extra deck, and if you do, add one Adignister monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except Cyberse monsters. During the end phase, if you did not special summon the revealed monster or a monster with the same name this turn, you can special you can take 2300 damage. This is a pretty good card and it's a searcher for this deck. And it's not really that hard to summon your Adignister monsters from your extra deck. And on top of that, the one you're going to be searching the most is Picari. Next we have Dark Infant Adignister. It's a level 1, not level 1, it's a Link 1 Dark Cyberse Link effect monster with 500 attack and has arrows pointing left. Materials require one non-link Adignister monster. If this card is link summoned, you can add one Ignister Island from your deck to your hand, which is already really good since you could just normal summon your Picari, search your Idol Reborn, or any of your other spell cards, and then you could just place the spell, and then you could just link it off and get your Ignister Island. Second effect, when a Cyberse monster with 2300 original attack activates its effect, quick effect, you can move this card to your main monster to your monster zone. Reading. You can move this card to your monster zone it points to. Meaning, if you summon this thing next to Templars on one of Templar's link zones, you can just move this over so you can special summon 3 monsters off of Templar's effect. And then you can change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of this turn, which is actually pretty useful in order to summon your Ignister at arrival. Next card we have is You and I, obviously, puns. If a Cyberse monster with 2300 original attack is special summoned, you can activate one of these effects based on the attribute among the summoned monsters. You can only activate each of the following effects of You and I once per attribute. Earth and Water half the attack of one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn, and it doesn't target. Wind and Light negate the effects of one face-up card on the field until the end of this turn. Also doesn't target. Fire and Dark special summon one Adignister token. Cyberse Dark level 1, 0 attack and 0 defense. Also notice the pairing as far as attributes go. Because Earth and Water, the anime, Wind and Lightning were the villains. They were horrible villains. And Fire and Dark being the protagonists of Season 2. Next and last, not lastly, we have this card. Anyways, next we have Donmari at Ignister. And it's a level 6 Cyberse effect monster with 2300 attack and 0 defense, which is why they mentioned. Which is why this specifies in the hand or extra deck. And this card's effect reads, when an attack is declared involving your Adignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the attack, which is pretty good. And second effect, if you control a Link 6 monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard and then target one face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effect until the end of this turn. This effect is pretty good. Both of these effects are really good. The second effect is still really good even though it requires you to have a Link 6 monster, but with Adignisters, it's pretty easy to summon a Link 6. And next and lastly, we have Mono I Mono, which is the worst of all the puns, mainly because it doesn't fit. Anyways, monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each card you control. That's pretty eh. Second effect, if you're adding this to monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, which is also pretty good. And lastly, when you're adding this to monsters destroyed by battle, you can target one Cyberse monster with 2300 attack in your graveyard, except the destroyed monster, special summon it, which is a pretty decent effect, but don't expect to get it off all that often. Anyways, it's me, your boy Blue Getsuga, and I need some water.